Alright guys, going straight into part 2 of Carnival LR Gamma 1 and 2. I hope you're strapped in because they basically have a book worth of information coming in their kit. So they flat lead superheroes with 200%, which is such a nice 200% lead, like so nice. And they start the turn with key plus 3, attack and defense plus 125%, plus an additional key plus 3, and attack and defense plus 125% when HP is 30% or more. Superheroes join forces or Defender of Justice category allies will gain key plus 3, attack and defense plus 50, and a chance of performing a critical hit plus 30%, and launches an additional super attack, which is up to 2 additional super attacks within a turn per int key sphere obtained. They also have a chance of performing a critical hit plus 12%, and launch an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack, which is also up to 2 additional attacks within a turn per AGL or strength key sphere obtained. And then plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% and reduces damage received by 30%, starting from the turn in which the character performs the third attack in battle. So a very strong passive, very easy to essentially build them up. Good support as well for a very good category in superheroes. So is the other two, but mainly superheroes. Very good, very strong unit, and there's still a ton more to come. Link skills are Android Assault, Red Ribbon Army, Shocking Speed, Hero of Justice, Signature Pose, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. They will enter standby, and this can be activated when HP is 70% or less, or after the character performs 3 or more attacks in battle, which, as I said, doing the 3 or more attacks in battle shouldn't really take you too long, so getting the standby ready should be very easy. You will stand by for 4 turns, during which charge count increases by 1 per attack performed by allies. Gamma 1 and 2's categories are superheroes, androids, joined forces, movie heroes, artificial life forms, worthy rivals, special pose, defender of justice, accelerated battle, entrusted will, all out struggle, connected hope, final trump card, full power, and battle of fate. Then on 12 key, they'll raise attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn, cause colossal damage to the enemy. On 18 key, we'll greatly raise attack and defense by 50% for 1 turn, cause mega closs damage to the enemy. And then this is where we enter standby. So it'll be Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 / Gamma 1. So you will go into standby with Gamma 1, essentially while Gamma 2 charges up the, I can't remember what it's called, but like the dive move he does. And Gamma 1 will have key plus 6, attack and defense plus 250, and reduces damage received by 50%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% when attacking. Superheroes, joined forces, and Defender of Justice category allies will have key plus 3, attack and defense plus 50%. Chance for one critical hit plus 30%, and launches an additional super attack up to 2 additional super attacks within a turn per ink keys for obtained. 12% crit chance, and launch an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack up to 2 additional attacks within a turn per AGL or strength keys for obtained. Pretty much almost an identical passive, aside from just the fat amount of damage reduction Gamma 1 ends up having. And of course, you can run him with the old strength Gamma 1. He gets a slight revival because of this Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. Not that he ever died, but obviously he's not as good as when he first released, but he does work well, of course, with these two. Link set stays the same. And then, of course, obviously, so does the categories. In terms of SA effects on 12 key, you will raise attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn, cause closs damage to the enemy. On 18 key, will greatly raise attack and defense by 50% for 1 turn, cause mega closs damage to the enemy, and raise superclass allies defense by 50% for 1 turn, which is very nice as well. Then, to get the finish effect, you can raise attack by 100% temporarily per charge count, cause super ultimate damage, and stuns the enemy for 1 turn, and you'll exchange with Gamma 1. And then the unit, after you use the standby, after you use the finish skill, will literally just become a Gamma 1 unit. And he will have key plus 3, attack and defense plus 150, reduces damage received by 15%, plus an additional key plus 3, attack and defense plus 150, and additional damage reduction of 15% when HP is 30% or more, plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% when attacking. And then pretty much the passive is almost the exact same. The support stays throughout the entirety of the unit, which I really do like. Launches an additional super attack, which is just guaranteed. Changes AGL key spheres to ink key spheres. Chance for a critical hit plus 20% up to 100%, so almost guaranteed crit. Plus an additional damage reduction of 10% up to 50% per int or strength key sphere obtained. So while the unit pretty much still functions after the standby and finish happens, and if you are getting the key spheres, if the RNG is going your way with the orb changing majority of the time, you can actually get a ton of damage reduction in total with Gamma 1. Your best bet is probably not using the finish skill ASAP. You might want to just hold on to it until you're nearing the end or when you know you're going to win. On 12 key, he'll raise attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn, cause cross damage to the enemy. On 18 key, will greatly raise attack and defense by 50% for 1 turn and cause mid-class damage to the enemy, and raises superclass allies defense by 50%. This time for 2 turns. Now the Gamma's animations, I don't really remember too much of. One thing that's slapping straight away is the OST though. Oh, the kick! Yeah, that looks dope. Okay. I'm liking this already. I really like the Gammas, I can't lie. The Carnival or Gamma 1 and 2 I actually really like. I actually do want them, but I want Beast Gohan way more. Also, the artwork on this unit is stunning.
Number 1, keep that guy busy to buy me some time.
Number 2, are you gonna...
Oh yeah. I just fully tossed Cell Max. Ooh! That sounds good. Obviously, that shot is sick. Oh my god! No. We're watching that again. We're watching that again. The global voice lines for this didn't have to go that hard. This slaps. Oh my god! I can't lie, they snapped with that finish skill. Usually global voice lines, they kind of go you know, they go one way or the other. The standby for Carnival or Gamma 1 and 2 slapped. I think that's probably one of the best global voice lines we're gonna have in the entire game. That went crazy. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day, and post.